India is discussing a powerful and controversial idea, right to recall, recently raised by Raghav Chadda, who has been gaining popularity among Gen Z for speaking about real issues like jobs, rising costs, education, and accountability in governance.
वोटर के पास राइट टू इलेक्ट है, वैसे ही राइट टू रिकॉल भी होना चाहिए। अगर देश का मतदाता अपने नेताओं को हायर कर सकता है, तो वो नेताओं को फायर करने की शक्ति भी उसे मिलनी चाहिए।
So, what exactly is the right to recall? Simply put, if the citizens have the right to elect their representatives, should they also have the right to remove them before the 5-year term ends if they are corrupt, stop performing, or misuse the power instead of helplessly waiting for the next elections? But how would citizens actually use the power? Right to recall is not an instant removal and not a regular election. It works like a structured performance check with strict steps and safeguards. First, a minimum time period must pass. You can't recall someone immediately after elections. Most models suggest at least 1 or 2 years, or even half the term, to avoid emotional or revenge driven moves. Next, citizens start a recall petition. If voters feel their MP or MLA is corrupt, absent, or non performing, they can sign a petition. But the bar is high. Usually 25 to 40% registered voters must sign. If the numbers aren't met, the process ends right there. Then the Election Commission verifies the signature to prevent fraud or misuse. Only genuine or verified support can move the process forward. After that comes the key moment, a recall vote. This is not a normal election. There are no party symbols and no new candidates. Citizens vote on just one question. Should this representative continue in office? Yes, they stay. No, they are removed. If removed, either a fresh election is held or an interim representative manages till elections. If voters say yes, the leader continues and cannot be recalled again for a fixed period. Supporters argue this could transform Indian democracy. Politicians would stay connected to voters beyond election season, parties would hesitate to give tickets to non serious candidates, and accountability would finally be continuous, not once every 5 years.
तो पार्टियां भी ऐसे लोगों को टिकटें देंगी जो परफॉर्मर्स हो, ना कि नॉन परफॉर्मिंग एसेट, और भारत की डेमोक्रेसी मैच्योर होगी, सिटीजन एम्पावरमेंट बढ़ेगा, एंड रिकॉल विल गिव द वोटर द पावर टू फिक्स दैट राइट नाउ.
But critics warn of serious risks. Frequent recall attempts could create a political instability and constant election mode. Leaders might focus on short-term populist decisions instead of long-term development. There's also a legal challenge. MPs are bound by party whips under anti-defection laws, so voters may punish individuals for decisions controlled by the parties. Without strict safeguards, recall could become a political tool rather than a democratic one. India doesn't allow right to recall at the national level yet, though some states use it for local bodies with tough conditions and waiting